This consciousness of the Indian is fluid. Like somebody is writing about the history of India's geographies, you know. So these geographies of India and the rivers that united the peoples, of those times, I think left this tremendous, spiritual capital with us. And if we want to get to, be jingoistic about a Ram, talk about the Hey Ram and the, Jai Ram, like somebody else said, and split all the infinitives on, intellectually on what Ram doesn't or should be representing or is not representing, I think it's just a waste of time. I don't want to be actually, therefore, getting into all these political, sides and lefts and rights of it all. To me, I see all people everywhere speaking something that is coming out of that one language called Sanskrit. How many languages, how many words, they all come back to one root. The same happens in Europe with the same Latin, right? And yet they can't bond together. They can't be together as one country. This is truly amazing. And I think that is our one major strength if we can work on it. We can work on it and decolonize ourselves. First it was the British. Look at us talking in English. We could have been speaking in French if it was somebody else in some accent of history in the 1790s or the 1750s. So I'm saying that, we need to see how we use this strength, like Gandhiji said about the houses and not being blown away, of knowing, how the white man's language is, if not his thinking, and depend at the roots at the way we think. We have no concept of time. We are fluid in that cosmic layer of anything. We don't want credits for many things that we do. Tell me of the numbers of, timeless works which have not carried their names, including Mitra-Tantra. Hearsay is that somebody called Vishnu Sharma, actually started. Go to Bhaja Govindam. Of the 32 stanzas, they say today, it's all adduced, nobody knows, that Shankara wrote only about 8 of them. Actually, if you read, because I heard that from somebody, like I said, sometimes words imprison, sometimes words liberate. So I looked at it and I said to myself, the way some of the stanzas are structured, I can see that this is different from something else. And so I'd like to believe, maybe somebody else wrote it later, because it was all, not written. It was only somebody took it and spoke about it elsewhere. It was all by rote and by just the word of mouth. So, and nobody knows when Shankara was born. There is nothing in writing anywhere about himself from that man. Incredible that a man could leave such profound thought for 1,000 years and, with no one knowing when he was born. They say it could be anywhere from some 780 to 830 AD. Look at 130, and just 1,000 years ago, that we don't have any recorded history of these things.